So I'm only now learning, you guys, that Diddy had sued a guy called Courtney Burgess for $50 million for defamation because this guy, Courtney Burgess, who I think is a music mogul or formerly a music mogul, claimed last year with his lawyer, Ariel Mitchell, is her name, I think, that he had all these videotapes of Diddy assaulting minors and also assaulting inebriated celebrities, basically. So, if you're assaulting inebriated celebrities or inebriated anybody, there's a word for that, and it begins with R and it ends in APE, right? So, this guy Courtney claimed, and I do recall that last year when this whole Diddy thing dropped, the feds raided his home. He was arraigned, he was arrested, he was put in prison in Brooklyn, or put in jail, I should say. Prison is a different thing. That this guy Courtney came out with this lawyer, and I remember hearing Tisa talk about this story about the lawyer, how pretty she was, and this, that, and the third, right? So Tisa is this mogul in YouTube, and she's really, she's almost an expert, I would say, on the Diddy case, although we have very different opinions on the Diddy case, but I do follow her to get some of my intel, I should say, right? So I remember her talking about this woman, Ariel Mitchell, and I think she described her as pretty. And I was at that time a little bit taken aback, like, what does that have to do with her work, right? But anyway, it turns out that Diddy apparently sued these people in January, which I missed somehow. And I don't know what the status of the case is now, but I did hear Teaser talking about this defamation case the other day. And I was like, can Diddy even win a defamation case given that his reputation is completely kaput, even though he has been acquitted of the more serious charges with which he was charged in the Southern District of New York? He was convicted of, transportation to commit what, right? So does it even matter? Does he have a case, a $50 million defamation? Because defamation is a very high bar, right? It has to show that they lied, but not every lie is defamatory, as far as I understand defamation, right? In order for it to be defamatory, it has to be a lie that destroys your reputation. And I don't think Diddy can seriously convince a jury that his reputation was destroyed by this allegation that he had assaulted minors and inebriated celebrities. Or can it? Or can it, right? There is a question mark because the bottom line is the fact that he had these freak offs with consenting adults is one thing. It may violate our moral, principles, but minors are a different thing completely. It's a completely different thing to say that someone has assaulted a minor. This is very serious. This is why Ghislaine Maxwell is behind bars for 20 years. I mean, minors are a completely different thing. And saying that someone assaulted inebriated individuals is also very serious. So, you know what? Maybe he could win a defamation case. What do you think?